Hello everybody and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we are kicking off once again, continuing the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Last week we had two matches consisting of Emrys Morgana versus MintyClovers and Ayasu versus MamaInu. Both Emrys Morgana and Ayasu had moved on. The winner of this match will go on to the next round with those two. Joining them, starting us off, is none other than B.A. Tycho's good little soldier, Blueness, the Blue Vampire. The High Flyer Blue Vampire. Looking to bring home the Idol Division Championship to the Coalition for the first time ever. 1/4 of the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery. Blueness was not able to secure that championship in the Elimination Chamber and hasn't really seen an opportunity since. But can they make their way all the way? They are a former Ultimate Openweight Tournament winner. They do know what it takes to win a tournament of this caliber, of this size. But unfortunately for them, this idol right here, Tyranno Maxim, is known for shocking people. The underdog, overcoming the challenges. Tyranno Maximum looking to pick up the win. Ty hasn't had an Idol Division Championship in their career. A former tied for the longest reigning Openweight Champion in history, Tyranno Maximum. The first ever longest reigning Openweight Champion of all time. Looking to finally get their hands on the big gold Idol Division Championship. The only time Ty has ever had an Idol Division Championship title shot is been in multi-person matches, meaning that they've never had one-on-one opportunity against the champion. This could be Ty's first chance to shine and finally pick up the Idol Division Championship. Though I will say they have their work cut out for them against someone like Blueness. But Blueness has not held any championships in their career, so we'll have to see how this affects the match. We got a good old classic battle of red versus blue, which is a perfect place for a purple in a perfect ring. Blueness versus Tyranno Maxim to start us off. Two high-octane, high-flying individuals. And Ty and Blueness tie up in the center of the ring quickly, and immediately Ty grabs the leg for an ankle lock. Gonna wear it down. I mean, targeting the leg of your opponent, knowing that that is the source of their offense, is a smart tactic from Ty. Ty and Blueness both never have held the Idol Division Championships. They've only held one championship in between both of them. That's Ty's Openweight Championship. Though Blueness has won the Ultimate Openweight Tournament. That was back when they identified or called themselves Eunice, and was before they were part of the Coalition. And I feel like this is a completely different Blueness at this point. A completely different person under that mask. Elbows into the corner. Sends Blueness off the ropes. Bumps him. Blueness going for maybe a springboard. Gets caught for a sidewalk slam. And already a 2 count for Tyranno Maximum. I know that must give Ty a little bit of confidence, but you can't let that confidence overtake you into cockiness. As Blueness makes it back on top of the ropes. Going for a moonsault. Connects. The moonsault lands. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. It is already looking bad for Tyranno Maximum. Blueness with an uppercut. Ty rolls through the elbow drop. Jumping into a reversal power slam. I'm not quite sure what Ty was looking for, but whatever it was reversed. And Blueness is already wasting no time to get up on top of the ropes. This could be the end for Tyranno Maximum. Blue Moon connects! Blueness is going for the quickest win of the tournament so far. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Ty nearly got taken out in a quick fashion. And now Blueness targeting the arm, twisting Ty like a pretzel, and just stomping on the elbow. That could easily dislocate your elbow, shatter your freaking arm, your forearm, your bicep, your tricep. Continuing to target the hands, and the arms double stomp. Ty is in a bad way. They got to figure out something. Clothesline barely connects, but it does get a little bit on the back of the head. Ty getting back up on their feet. Quickly drop kick to the side. To the side of the head, kip up. Throws a haymaker, blocked multiple times. Standing Spanish fly, Ty. Ty is picking up steam though. They're working against themselves, or are working against a pretty heavy odds, but they could do it. Snap suplex. Blueness maybe going back up, but referee got in the way, thinks against it. Once again, targeting the hands and the arm of Tyranno. Trying to break the arms, going back up top once again. Are we going to see a second one? This could be it for Ty. Second Blue Moon, and it connects again, a little bit close to the ropes, though. 1, 2, 3, and no is enough to put Ty away in one of the most dominant matches we've seen in either of these tournaments so far. Blueness, hand raised by the ref, and they're saying, no, you better make sure that match was quick. You better make sure they know that I was the winner. I know B.A. Tycho is going to be quite pleased with Blueness's performance, as we will move on to the Icon Division #1 Contender Tournament next. Hopefully for any of the Icons, they don't have a quick match like that. We know they're going to try their best to not get overwhelmed. And one member of this man's team, La Primera, MerlinGTB, or Emerson Morgana, the somewhat leader of La Primera in this trio, made it all the way to round 2. Can Merlin do it? I'm sorry, I'm flubbing my words. Can Merlin do it and join Emerson Morgana? I know that is a big target for Merlin, is that Icon Division Championship. It was something that Merlin really chased after in Season 1, was almost the champion coming into Season 2, but unfortunately didn't make it. Was beaten by Bonk at the end of Season 1. Merlin is a 2-time Icon Division champion and was the first ever Icon Division champion. I think if he wins this tournament, wins the championship, he could be the first ever, I believe, 3-time Icon Division champion in history. A total of 105 days as champion across both. And I talked about this man before, the people's voice. He says he speaks for the chat and he hears you. It is B.A. Tycho, the leader of the Coalition of Humans Against Treachery. And I know B.A. Tycho is probably feeling quite happy after that match with Blueness. 3 members of the Coalition have already made it, or 2 members of the Coalition have already made it to the next round. 3 members have already been put in. This could be a Coalition sweep, and bringing the championships to the Coalition for the first time ever. Can B.A. Tycho do it? Luckily for B.A. Tycho, he's made it far enough in the tournament, or his match is far enough in the tournament, that he will not be going up against Greg in the next round. That will be Dobby, right? Yeah, Dobby. But the Coalition are making waves in this tournament. Can B.A. Tycho lead by example? The Coalition coming off of a massive win in faction warfare against Rize's team, the Shogunate. Going for 2 out of the 3. It was the best 2 out of 3, 1-2 in a row, I should say. And now we're going to have a match that is something that we've seen before. These two have fought countless of times, have been on the opposite sides of the ring very often, but we're going to see a classic match of 2 men slapping meat, 2 beefy boys battling it out in the ring. We know Blueness had a quick match, but will be the same for the leader of the Coalition, B.A. Tycho. We will have to see. B.A. Tycho gets on top, hammer fists raining down onto Merlin, and the forearm to the temple, trying to cut open, maybe above the eye. Or clothesline gets caught, though. Merlin is not going to let B.A. Tycho manhandle him, but it's kind of hard when you're someone like B.A. Tycho, the Mastodon. And over the top rope, cannonballing. Truly a cannonball of B.A. Tycho. Someone of B.A. Tycho's stature flinging theirself at you like an instrument of war. Butterfly takeover, sending him into the barricade and onto the concrete. Moving him up the ramp. B.A. Tycho knows, though, that he doesn't want to lose by countout. He's going to make his way back into the ring. And B.A. Tycho shushing the chat, shushing Merlin. I don't know who he's shushing. Maybe saying, I'll speak for you. Inverted DDT reversal. Sit down, inverted DDT. Sending him off the ropes. B.A. Tycho scooping him. Hooks the leg on Merlin. Kick out at 1. Not early enough to call it. B.A. Tycho trying to go for something. Grab the mask. That dastardly Merlin. Grabbing the mask, grabbing the eyes. Usually it's not legal for you to grab someone's eyes in a wrestling match, but because B.A. Tycho's wearing a mask, Merlin used a little bit of an underhanded tactic there to take advantage. And straight to the gut, sending him up against the ropes again, but up and over he goes. And B.A. Tycho is not done yet. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table, B.A. Tycho is looking to fly. No, he's not. He thought against it. He was thinking about flying to the floor, and now he's squeezing the life out of Merlin on the outside. Bear hug. We talk about this in previous episodes, but referees' discretion on how fast they want to count on the outside. And the referee's looking like they want to let them fight a bit, but is reminding them that they got to get back in the ring. Swinging neckbreaker, running neckbreaker. And B.A. Tycho says, get your ass back in there. And he's going to join him very shortly. Now B.A. Tycho once again going to the top rope. What is B.A. Tycho thinking from all the way up here? Cannonball again. Full front flip landing on his back. Merlin can take control here. Spinning back elbow. Doesn't knock him down, but he gets him in a combination with that neck breaker. And a Yakuza kick from Merlin. Casually rolling off his foot. The Yakuza kick. Merlin maybe looking for another type of kick as he climbs the top rope. Nope, never mind. Elbow drop. I was thinking incorrectly. But now maybe he wanted to make sure to get him in position. No, again, elbow drop. Always got to keep you on your toes. Merlin gets caught. Seeing stars, his own move. B.A. Tycho using Merlin's own move against him. Kick out at 2. B.A. Tycho nearly putting the former 2-time champ away with his own move. Suplex into the corner. Sending him across the ring. Back elbow again connects to the lower jaw of Merlin. I know these two do not like each other personally. And B.A. Tycho is showing it. Fisherman Buster! B.A. Tycho is showing his animosity towards this man. And B.A. Tycho might be putting the former champion to rest in plain sight from B.A. Tycho. 1, 2, no, kick out of 2. Merlin keeping his chance alive. Running knee misses it or gets it blocked. Sends him in the corner. Merlin clothesline, but gets the boots up. Spear takedown type of thing. And B.A. Tycho going from the champion's corner. Knee drop. King Kong knee drop. Deadlift. Not very few people can deadlift Merlin like that, and B.A. Tycho does it so effortlessly with a power bomb. And he's gonna do it again, tossing him over his head. Working the arm and the shoulders. Merlin trying to pick up some speed, some steam fighting out of the corner. Back elbow a little bit too short. Misses B.A. Tycho. The effects of the match might be wearing on his head. He's been dropped on his head so many times, and B.A. Tycho says it's all good. Reassuring the chat. As B.A. Tycho gets him back up. Sends Merlin in the corner and still with a burst of energy. Gets the knees up. B.A. Tycho like a shark smelling blood. In plain sight once again. 1, 2... No, kicking a 2 again! I thought he had Merlin dead to rights, and B.A. Tycho thought as well. Flipping his arm around, trying to twist it. Merlin gets out of it. Grabbing B.A. Tycho by the neck. Can Merlin bring this back? Yakuza kick again! Yakuza kick for the second time! 1! Rope break. Expertly scouted by B.A. Tycho. Merlin arguing with the ref, but it's plain as day. He had his hand on the rope. And now B.A. Tycho is going to be seeing stars for the first time. Moves him away from the ropes. 1, 2. Kick out of 2. Merlin thought he had it, and that frustration is growing over his entire body as Merlin pulls himself to the top rope. He's waiting for B.A. Tycho to get back on his feet. Clothesline, or fucking shoulder tackle. I keep thinking he's going to go for the magic missile drop kick, but then he constantly pulls out something new. B.A. Tycho rolling to try and find safety behind the ropes. Merlin coming onto the apron with him. Back body drop onto the apron. Spine cracking against the metal enziguri. B.A. Tycho back on his feet. These two have been beaten and bruised this whole match. What is it going to take to put away your opponent? Drags him to the floor. Merlin got him in the chokehold again. Gonna go for another sucker punch. That's going to void his lungs of oxygen. Ugh. Bashing B.A. Tycho's knee against the canvas. I thought B.A. Tycho had this multiple times, but maybe he does here. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. You gotta make sure you stay on your toes. B.A. Tycho nearly snagging it with a roll-up. Fisherman Buster again driving Merlin. Merlin's going to roll out of the ring. Does not want to get caught. with a swift pin again, but Tycho like a toxic X, not giving him any space. Merlin and Tycho both look equally hurt and damaged and equally filled with energy and determination as he steps back through the middle ropes, over the knee like a disappointed father. Merlin is looking for his opportunity, and so is Tycho. Tossing him over. Tycho deadlifts Merlin again for another sit-down powerbomb. The amount of slams Merlin has taken. A second one! Wanting to cement it, to have him stay down, shoulder tackle, but doesn't knock him down. He's going for maybe a Seeing Stars, maybe a scoop slam, but Tycho rolled through it, tossing him. Tycho wasting no time, flipping him around. In plain sight, his third time's the charm for Tycho. 1, 2, 3, and it is third time the charm for Tycho and the third member of the coalition to move on to the next round in the tournament. A hard-fought match for both of them. Tycho picking up a massive win and moving on to the second round. 3/4 of the coalition have moved to the second round, and we will move on to our next match. Next, I guess. It is time for our semi-main event of the evening to continue the Idol Division #1 Contenders Tournament. And I gotta say, whoever has to go up against this monster, I feel bad for. The first half of the Idol Division Tag Team Champions, Emrys Morgana, has already made it all the way, but her greatest creation and the other half of the title holder, none other than the monster BeepsWorld. BeepsWorld has been cybernetically and magically enhanced by Emrys Morgana, and it has proven very useful for someone like Emrys Morgana. And we haven't seen BeepsWorld in a singles competition all by herself in a long time. And if you're wondering why I'm not down there with the French-Canadian commentators table, BeepsWorld is one of the reasons why. I have it in my contract that if there's any spooky people, I get to commentate from my booth, and there's always someone spooky. As someone who's gone up against BeepsWorld single or like one-on-one, I know the kind of dangers that this woman can implore on you. It is not going to be a fun time, but we have seen BeepsWorld lose before. It's not like she's an undefeated behemoth. She just has an aura to herself. The chills spreading around the arena as BeepsWorld makes her entrance. And is the reason why they are still the reigning and defending tag team champions, the first ever MPW tag team champions. Last time we saw them, they defended it against Dawn Deceased, the team of ShmeepsWorld and DancingWithDraven. And BeepsWorld joined their partner in the tournament. And lucky for Emrys, if BeepsWorld does make it all the way, that means that they don't have to, if they make it to the second round, they don't have to face them one-on-one. And speaking of Dawn Deceased, speaking of DancingWithDraven, the former MPW Openweight champion, former two-time Idol Division champion, DancingWithDraven is looking to add a third title under her belt, a third title reign. DancingWithDraven will be BeepsWorld's opponent, coming off of a loss against BeepsWorld, or not necessarily coming off of a loss, but the last time these two shared the ring with each other, DancingWithDraven and ShmeepsWorld lost the tag team championship opportunity. Can Draven take BeepsWorld in a one-on-one capacity? Arguably one of the greatest idols to ever lace up a pair of boots and step inside the squared circle, it is Draven. So I said to any of the idols that have to go up against BeepsWorld, it's going to be I do not envy them, it's going to be a tough time, but honestly, I don't envy BeepsWorld having to go up against Draven. The height and weight may come into play for BeepsWorld, but until we see the match, I mean, it's never been a factor for Draven before. Will it be a factor in this match tonight? We will see. This will be the last tournament number one contenders tournament match tonight, as the next match will actually be the openweight championship being defended. Dropping up and over, and that's a large fall straight out the gate. The bionic elbows to the shoulder. We will see Garreth Unported defend his newly regained openweight championship against a randomly selected member of both the Icon or Idol division. BeepsWorld taking advantage early, and BeepsWorld going up top to the outside to Draven. Wacky chop to the head with those bionic arms. Draven's got to find ways to get in as much offense as possible, wear down BeepsWorld. They got to make sure they don't allow BeepsWorld to get too much damage off on them. BeepsWorld definitely has it in the strength and height department compared to Draven. But Draven has tenacity. One of the hardest idols to put away, and the reason why she was an undefeated champion and the first ever MPW Idol Division champion in history. Big boot! Sweeps her off her feet and busts her wide open. One! Kick out at one. Already busting open. Big boy senton. Draven, that's going to be a bad thing that Draven's going to have to manage. The longer this match goes, the deeper this cut's going to get. And the more blood that's going to flow out, and that's going to make it very hard. It looks like maybe bleeding from the nose and the upper, above the right eyebrow. If it gets too bad, referee may be forced to stop the match. Kick to the gut. You know, Draven going from an armbar. Rope break. That's the issue with going up against someone like BeepsWorld. Their body is just so large that they're going to be getting rope breaks because their feet can hit the ropes so easily. Their legs are so long. Draven trying to pull BeepsWorld to the ropes. Unable to do it. Definitely that nose is bleeding. I can definitely see that there. Picking her up, bouncing her back off the turnbuckle and sending her out of the corner. Yep, definitely above that right eye of Draven. Big boy senton, reversal, cross body. Takes her out like a little fucking something that's heavy. I don't know. I'll come back to you. Big boy senton from Draven. The biggest boy in MPW, Dancing with Draven. Drop holy with authority and force, shooting BeepsWorld across the ring. The absolute force of that drop kick is not shared with anybody. Dropping the knees on the chest and the arms of BeepsWorld. Forearm knocks her down. Spinning her around, maybe looking for a German suplex, couldn't quite get it, as BeepsWorld had it scouted back and forth. These two have faced each other quite often. Hand was a little bit too short there, but plants her this time. These two have fought each other a ton. They know each other so well. Not only that, if you are part of the conspiracy mill and think that ShmeepsWorld or BeepsWorld is ShmeepsWorld from the future, that means that she would have all of ShmeepsWorld's memories, so she would know Draven, ShmeepsWorld's best friends, exactly how Draven fights, you know, everything about her. But as the timeline changes, you never know. Big boot. We still don't know if BeepsWorld is a cybernetic clone of ShmeepsWorld or an alternate timeline. We may never know. Sending Draven in the corner, clothesline again with the robotic arm. Eyeing her up for a natural one! Nat 1 rolled her. And BeepsWorld is going all the way to the top rope. You can take the beeps out of the Shmeeps, but you can't take the Shmeeps out of the beeps. I don't know, some sort of connection there. Big boy senton again. You take the beeps out of the Shmeeps, but you can't take the Shmeeps out of the beeps? I think that's right. Very confusing thing I just said. Eyeing up Draven for a choke toss of some kind. Reversal. Draven. Oh, the bionic elbow! The bionic elbow connects! Planting Draven. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. That bionic elbow is probably one of the most dangerous elbows in the entire industry. Big boy senton again, just driving themselves into them, using their weight as damage. Drop toe hold. BeepsWorld immediately crawling to the corner. Maybe was playing possum, knew that Draven was going to go for the Dancing with Draven. Had it scouted and reversed it. Spins her around. What is she looking for? What is she looking for from this position? Another strike to the back. Another strike to the back, this time moving her into the corner. Shoulder tackle. And now stomping her in the corner. BeepsWorld's got nowhere to go. Draven has taken her time, trying to slow down the pace of the match. Maybe catch a couple breaths. But you can't let BeepsWorld get any momentum. Draven coming up top. And an elbow drop flying high. Very rare we see Draven fly high like that off the high rent district. Ducks under. Sound of Night! Planting BeepsWorld. Hooks the leg this time a little bit farther away from the ropes. 2. Kick out of 2, though. Draven's back up. BeepsWorld's back up. Nope, doesn't duck over. Tosses her into the air. BeepsWorld for the 3rd time going up top for that wacky chop with a robotic hand. Deadlift German on the floor. Oh my god, bouncing the back of her head off the apron. Jesus Christ. Her poor head, and now driving her chest first into the corner of the steel steps. Jesus Christ. BeepsWorld coming in at 5. I know Draven's wobbly after that. Taking a shot to the back of the head is already bad enough. Getting metal swung at it and then landing on concrete definitely did not feel good. Jesus! That is a long way down. And a big boy senton on the floor. Truly between a rock and a hard place is Draven right now. Running power slam onto the concrete. Draven, though, she still has some fight left in her. She's not easily to give up. 6 count. They do need to mind the count. Draven gets back into the ring. Spins her around. German suplex elevated. Look at the toes. 1, 2, 3. Draven takes it. Catches ShmeepsWorld lacking. German suplex. Just barely enough height to hook the bridge pin, and that blood is gushing from Draven's head. Draven is going to move on to the next round. As we will move on to the Openweight Championship match next. Alright, it is time for the main event of the evening. The MPW Openweight Championship is on the line. The challengers are randomly selected from both Icon and the Idol division. Who will be challenging Garreth Unported for his Openweight Championship? It will be none other than, I believe, a 3-time Idol division champion. If not, a 2-time Idol division champion. I can check my notes. Yes, the only 3-time Idol division champion in history, GlitchyBasturds, and the holder of the golden opportunity for the Idol division, meaning she can cash in at any point on the Idol division champion Rize. You don't want to forget about those briefcases in play. Glitchy is looking for the Openweight Championship. Glitchy is also a former Openweight champion. Can Glitchy get her second Openweight championship? 5 championships total if she wins here tonight. But this, I mean, usually someone of Glitchy's size, I would say that this is an uphill battle for the person that has to go against her opponent. However, we have seen the ruthless nature of this man right here. The winner of the Ultimate Openweight Tournament of Season 2, and tied for the longest reigning MPW Openweight Championship title reign of all time. Garreth Unported, a 2-time MPW Openweight champion now. Picking it up at one more time against Dancing with Draven and Tyranno Maximum. Both those two challengers are the ones tied for the longest reigning Openweight Championship title reign. Garreth officially has held the championship longer than anybody in MPW history over his 2 title reigns. Can Garreth pick up the pieces where his longest title reign has ended, or will he lose the title early in this title reign? For those of you who may not know, this is the most important championship to Garreth Unported. This title is the only singles title that he is eligible for. Garreth is not eligible for the Icon Division Championship in Season 2, losing his eligibility early on. So this is his world title, and it means everything for him. As violent as that last match was, it may not be as violent as this one, because of course the Openweight Championship is contested in falls count anywhere rules, meaning you can pin or submit your opponent anywhere in the arena, and you can use any foreign objects for as long as you'd like. The only thing we ask is you pin or submit your opponent for the championship. The Openweight Championship is also sometimes called the Blue Chipper Championship because it is defended 2 times as many as any World Championship and 4 times as many as the Tag Team Championship. Glitchy knows what it means to be champion, and so does Garreth. How will this go for Glitchy? Glitchy was randomly selected from the pool of contenders across all boards. How will this go for Garreth's first match as champion, returning again? Taking the championship from the woman that took it from him at the beginning of Season 2. Garreth has held it for 70 days in his first title reign. This is his first defense in his second one. That is what it's all about, the MPW Openweight Championship. Sorry, I'm a little whistly today. Garreth Unported versus Glitchy Power versus Speed. Let's get it going. An uppercut immediately out the gate. I know Glitchy would love to get her hands on the Openweight Championship. And with that golden opportunity for the Idol Division, she could have 2 championships. She could be the first ever dual champion in MPW history. And it seems like Glitchy's already taken it to Garreth straight out the gate. I mean, this guy has put on some hell of matches. I don't know, some sort of word. He is constantly going at it, trying to do whatever it takes to win. He is a hard-hitting competitor. So I know he won't go down easy, but so far Glitchy from out the gate has been taking it to him. Can Garreth rebuttal? Or will he be overpowered by Glitchy in this match? Of course, I say Glitchy has some sort of strength advantage and height advantage, but there can always be equalizers found under the ring by Garreth at any time, and Glitchy is very fond of those steel steps. Trying to wear her down with a submission hold. A little bit too early to get a tap out, but not too early to wear out your opponent. Sends him off the ropes, big boot. Kip up, gets back up, but immediately caught once again into a back body drop. Kick out at 1. It's not easy to get someone of Glitchy's size off you, but Garreth does it effortlessly. We're going to see how many times kicking out is going to wear down Garreth as well, you know. If this is a battle of attrition, a battle of endurance, we can see Garreth losing his endurance very early. Electric chair drop into the corner, bouncing his head off the bottom rope. Maybe Garreth is just not used to this right now. But usually, I feel like he's a lot more aggressive. He can get more offense off, but so far he hasn't seemed to be getting too much going. The steel chair brought into play by Glitchy, now in the hands of Garreth, but immediately stolen, or immediately knocked out. Gripping him neck first, pulling him into the ropes. I mean, very few are as vicious as Glitchy. Hurricane Rana. Glitchy rolls out of the ring trying to get some space. The steel chair. Playing a little bit of cat and mouse, these two. And, ooh! Right across the head. Garreth wins the game of cat and mouse, busting Glitchy over, knocking the chair out of his hands, though. Hurricane Rana onto it. Already, Glitchy is bleeding. And once again, goes for another whack. Takes another whack at it. Doesn't quite get it that second time. Big boot again. Kip up. Standing up in the same situation, but this time, reversal. This time, Garreth scouted the sequence. Reversal, grabs the chair again, has her up against the ropes. Garreth thinks against it. I mean, the hesitation could cost him. You know, you can't be nice in a business like this, especially in an Openweight Championship match. Niceties have to be thrown out the window. I know you're fighting a nice, lovely lady like Glitchy, but right now she's a behemoth, and she is going to tell you about that. She is going to make you aware that she does not care about your feelings. Leg drop onto the throat. And it looks like Glitchy is fired up. Fireman carry. Driving him leg first into it. And driving his back. Leg drop again. Out of the way. Drop kick. And as you can see, the referee joined them on the floor as this is falls count anywhere. Meaning that a pinfall or a submission on the outside like this could be the ending of the match. Kick out at 1. We could have seen Garreth retain the championship for the first time in his second reign. Sending her into the corner. And a knee strike on the other side. Maybe trying to get a cut on the other, above the other eye. Excuse me, drop kick. Moving closer to the French-Canadian commentators table. Working over the leg. Working over the big tree trunk legs of Glitchy. And now could Garreth be maybe looking for that chair again? Yes, he is. He's going to grab it as Glitchy's prone on the floor. Perfect time to strike. Avoids the second hit. Avoids the third. And now sending it back into his face. Glitchy gets behind, elbows. Garreth missing the grab. And a little bit of a combination of uppercuts from Glitchy. No rope breaks on the outside here. Kick out. Glitchy gets Garreth back up. Bear hug, though. Squeezing him. A little bit to the left of the French-Canadian commentators table. Their right, our left. Squeezing the life out of Garreth. As he holds on for just a little bit longer. Garreth, high caliber! High caliber to Glitchy. Garreth's got the shoulders down. Referee's got to make sure. 2. Kick out of 2. And now Garreth is going to be the first one to pull out the steel steps. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Hey, bada, bada, bada. Hey, bada, bada. He says, I'm done with this. I don't know how this works. Royal. Pardon. Garreth might have just retained the Openweight Championship, and he has. Garreth has picked up the retention and retains the Openweight Championship. Could we see a repeat, a three-peat, if you will, of 3 title defenses for Garreth in this second title reign? Garreth Unported is still the Openweight Champion, and that was your main event for the night. Thank you so much for watching. I am Masu Pro Wrestlington. This was Masu Pro Wrestling, and we'll see you all next week. Another week of Garreth being the Openweight Champion. Like I said, this is the championship that means the world to him. I mean, to me too. We will see you guys next week.